Hey guys, welcome in. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you're new here, hey, how are ya? My name is Audrey. I'm a psychic medium, and this channel is all about my perspective, not anyone else's perspective. My perspective on different crime cases, missing people, weird things, weird stories, etc. I have a bit of a headache, not gonna lie. I think you can tell. So I just posted a top 10 video regarding Kohberger, which we're going to talk about those top 10 reasons why he feels he should not have to be executed. So before we get started, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And I know some people aren't getting notifications and stuff, so make sure you're clicked in on that. Click in on the like button as well. Check out my new book I have. I'm working on the second one, which is a novel. It won't be a children's book, so it's just about done, but just taking my time on editing and stuff. So anyway, check out the second channel. It's Audrey Christine is the name of that one. And we're just chilling on that channel. We're driving, complaining, girl talk. Men, if you want to listen, you're welcome to come in and listen. That's totally fine. We don't care. Yeah, so that's that. All right. Well, let me just start off by saying I am tired of being politically correct regarding Kohberger, okay? Can you feel me? Do you understand? I am so tired of tiptoeing my vocabulary around Kohberger fans and people that love to throw whatever, different things in my face, basically telling me to shut the hell up. Well, you know what that does when you tell someone to shut the hell up. They get louder. And I know I'm not making as many videos as I normally would, but believe me, I hear you. I hear you. I hear everything you're saying. I just don't have a lot of time right now because my adult son, who's actually disabled, unlike Kohberger, needs me and needs all of my time. And my husband is taking care of Johnny right now while I make this video. So yeah, but I'm always watching, I'm always listening. So don't think that I'm not around if you don't see me make a new video for a couple of weeks or something. So been watching a lot of Kohberger information on YouTube. It's all over the place. Could we just get on with the frickin' trial, please? It's not till August. It starts August 11th. I mean, that's still so many months away. It'll be here before we know it. That is true. I'm tired of everyone holding his hand. I don't care about his rights at this point. I don't. If you know me, you know my personal feelings as a psychic medium is he did it. He done did it. He did it. Now, for those of you who love to throw Constitution information, I know all that. I know all of that. I know what the laws are. But remember, I am a psychic. These are my opinions as a psychic, channeling the 4 victims themselves, which I've done. Go back and watch those videos. I gave a lot of information that came to fruition on this case a long time ago. A long time ago. So if you're questioning anything about me, go back and watch those videos, because honestly, I don't have the bandwidth to repeat myself for the 50th time. I don't. So, a couple weeks ago, we started out with this 157 page document that was filed. It was unsealed, this document of 157 pages. None of those motions happened. No requests. None of the requests in that motion were approved. Okay. So that was a waste of time and money. Sorry, that's my husband. He gets excited over deliveries. Okay. Um, None of those happened. Nothing in those motions happened. And speaking of money, do you know how much this man has cost the state of Idaho at all? I found online, this goes back to April of 2024, so almost a year ago. They were already at over $3.5 million that the Idaho residents have paid to give this man an attorney, to house him, to feed him, to vaccinate him, to provide him with entertainment and a bed and 3 meals per day and a bathroom with toilet paper. Doesn't that just make you sick? It makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. I don't believe in this. I do not believe this is the way we should treat these people. Yes, these people. He's lucky I even consider him a human being at this point, because honestly, he's a devil. He's a devil. He's an incarnated devil demon. So, some new information came out, and I really wanted to think about this situation regarding Kohberger being seen allegedly with a handheld vacuum cleaner, allegedly at the house where the murders took place. So a handheld vacuum allegedly at the murder scene. I've also heard it say, well, no, that was the vacuum that he cleaned his car out with. So I'm getting a couple different pieces of information. As far as I'm concerned, and being a psychic medium, I've never seen a handheld vacuum as part of the murder, during the murder night, during the morning hours when the students were being killed. I never envisioned a vacuum cleaner. I've envisioned a lot of things, but not a vacuum. Now, obviously, he cleaned his car. We know that. But that was so much longer after the murders, right? So back on the East Coast, he cleaned his car. He put all the contents in the neighbor's garbage. We know all that. But I don't see a vacuum. I do, and I've said a long time ago, I have said I see a needle. I'm assuming based on the way it looks like a drug needle at his feet. I'm going back, sorry. When I start thinking and going to the other side, I start looking around because I see that freaking needle. No one's mentioned a needle ever. And I'm so curious. I wish I could just get confirmation. I mean, I have confirmation from spirit that I'm seeing this vision correctly, but no one said anything in any paperwork to my knowledge about a needle or a vacuum. Jury selection will start July 31st. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I would love to be on that jury. I would love it. And we were told that there's new counsel for Brian Bicca Barlow, who specializes in forensic DNA evidence. Why is that important? Well, because there's other DNA at the crime scene. They call it male, M-A-L-E, A, B, C, D, and E. So there's several pieces of DNA evidence from other men. All right, well, bring it in. You know, as much as disgust as I share about Brian Kohberger, I want the truth. I want the truth. If there's evidence in his favor, bring it in. Bring it in. There's no use in lying. There's no use in trying to hide information on either sides, the prosecution and the defense. Stop trying to hide stuff. Both sides need to bring in everything they possibly have. And this is one reason I'm just so pissed off about bringing in and hiding information is Kohberger slaps autistic community with claims of autistic diagnosis. Those are my words. Kohberger slaps autistic community in the face with his claims of autistic diagnosis. Why is this new? Why is this just coming out in 2025, Ann Taylor? Because you feel like you're not going to win the case? Is that why? When was he diagnosed? Did you just get someone to diagnose him now? And if so, if this diagnosis is new or recent, then it's not going to have, I don't see how that could affect the crimes, the date of the crimes. I mean, that would affect him potentially now, but I don't see how you can say, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see how that would work if he's just now being diagnosed with autism. I just don't know. And it is a slap in my face because I do have an actual disabled child who's 22. And for this murderer, in my opinion, to use potentially, I haven't been shown by spirit that he's not autistic or he is autistic. I don't know. But to potentially be lying and making up a false claim or paying a doctor, a psychiatrist, to say he's autistic, or some doctor to say he's autistic at this point, to me, that is a slap in the face to all people who either are autistic or they're raising autistic people or involved with autistic people, such as teachers. You want to be sick, Brian? You want to have this disability? I mean, there's a spectrum, right? We know some people go their entire life and they don't find out they're autistic till their 50s or 60s or later. But if you want to start claiming that you have this illness, DNA, whatever you want to call it, you better be ready for your karma to come. Because if you're lying about this, well, guess what? You're gonna get sick. Something's gonna happen because that's just karma. You don't get to lie about your body and what your body has, and if it's not true, karma-wise. It's all the law of attraction. You see it, you say it, it's coming. It is coming, Brian. And you know what? For his sake, I hate to say it, but if he's claiming it, I pray to God, that he actually has it because, well, I don't pray to God for that. I take that back. If he truly does not have autism, he's just attracted some bad things coming his way. That's just how it works. That is how the law of attraction works. So the lawyer we've been seeing, Jay Logston, who was replaced by Becca Barlow, who I believe is from San Francisco law firm. Jay Logston is still staying as like a consultant counsel. So he's still involved in the case and everything, but he's not up there. He's not going to be in the front table with Ann Taylor and Brian. So let's just talk about those 10 reasons why, what I reported, 10 reasons why Brian thinks he should not be put to death. Because he's autistic, he says. This is documented. Because he's autistic. So he shouldn't be executed because he's autistic. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't matter. Sorry. It's not a hall pass. It's not going to get you out of execution if you are indeed autistic. Brian says he's the victim here. He's been wrongfully accused. He says he's innocent. He doesn't want to die. Could you believe that? In my opinion, he's guilty. So, in my opinion, I see the murders happen, but he doesn't want to die. Oh, Brian, there's consequences, sweetie. There's consequences to bad behavior. There always is, and there always has been, and there always will be. It's out of our hands. Karma's gonna get you. It does. That's just how it works. He doesn't want to be killed. He was bullied as a kid. Who wasn't? Who wasn't? In my new book, I am naming the actual names of people who bullied me in my past. Oh, his mommy says he's special. And Brian says the firing squad is inhumane. You know what? I gotta agree with you there, Brian. I agree with you there. I don't know how that's even legal, to be honest. I don't know. That does seem inhumane. I mean, compared to some third world countries, what they do to people, yeah, it seems okay. But honestly, I'm surprised that we still do this in America, honestly. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but it's kind of close to crossing the line, in my opinion. And he says he's famous. So why? Why kill him? He identifies as a god. And one of the reasons I said is because he wasn't finished committing crimes. Well, to take me with a grain of salt. When I say something like that, you should assume there's a story from me about it. Did he actually say, I don't think I should not be executed because I wasn't done? No, of course not. But what he has said is he wasn't done with his life. He wasn't done getting his PhD. He wasn't done doing everything he was doing. This isn't the first crime that he's committed. In my opinion, I don't see any previous murdering happening from him. But as a psychic medium, as my personal opinion, it is not, it's not in writing. It's not law. It's nothing. But I think, my opinion is, he wanted to do more crimes. Murdering? Probably at some point. But what I see from spirit showing me that if he had not been arrested, he was going to, continue doing these weird little things he's doing that are not legal. And if found out, he would be arrested on some smaller crimes. And actually, had he not been arrested, these smaller crimes he would have committed in the future would have gotten him caught because they would have connected the dots later, not as quick as they did. But because, my opinion, as a psychic, he was going to continue doing stupid things, and is as clean and precise as he thinks he is, he's really not. That is a false feeling. He's really not as clean and smooth as in Suave Rico, getting away with stuff, because he is sloppy, and we know that from what we know. So he wasn't done. He's pissed. He's pissed about that. Are you kidding me? This man, it's so hard to call him a man. He really puts himself on a pedestal. He really thinks he's better than you and me and those kids that died and their families. He honestly, thought he was going to get away with it and that he was planning on doing it again. What we see, it's like out in outer space, you know. We have evidence of a star that has exploded. We see an object in space that we know in time, yes, science tells us this mass or this black hole or whatever is going to implode. It's going to explode and become a star. That's Brian. That's Brian Kohberger. And I have spirit here right now. They're like, yeah, basically, yeah, that's it. Because I can see the future through spirit, not from me, but from energy I talk to and stuff. That's exactly what would have happened. We're seeing a serial killer at the beginning of his path. He was on that path. He was going to keep going. And Brian actually thinks he was going to be the best serial killer of all time. How terrifying is that? And for those of you who say he's innocent, well, you know what? If he's let out of prison, if he's not found guilty, take him in. Take him in. Take him into your house. You love him so much, let him live with you. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you don't. You know, maybe you're a single woman. Take him in. You're a family. You're a dude with an extra room, you know. Yeah, I got an extra room he could have. Yeah, okay. Take him. Be his BFF. Yeah. Let's see how loud and proud you are now about your love for Brian Kohberger. Because I think deep down you know you're wrong. And I don't get off on talking about and acknowledging these awful things that happen. These are awful, awful things. And a lot of times I do get these headaches from channeling spirits. It's difficult, and it's difficult to see and witness these things that I see. I don't take pleasure. I don't take pleasure in acknowledging evil. I bring you the evil for your own safety because, yes, you may never cross paths with Brian Kohberger or any other murderer, but they're out there. They're out there. And that's why I lock my door. Because laws need to be changed. This goes back to laws need to be changed. This is what it's all about. It's all about preventative care, like in the healthcare industry. Let's get everything taken care of up front so we don't have a catastrophe down the road. It's the exact same thing with criminals. Make the punishments hard right off the bat. We don't tolerate X, Y, and Z. If you've done something, we're not going to cater to you. We're not going to give you 3 square meals, hot shower, and a cozy bed. No. This takes too long. And how much money is Idaho going to spend over the course of Brian's lifetime of having him in prison? I don't think he'll be put to death. I don't. And honestly, I don't want him executed. I don't, because he's going to suffer far more staying on this evil little planet that we all live on and have to fight with these murderers and criminals. He's going to suffer more being here. I can understand 100% why people do want execution for him. I get it 100%. I do. Yeah, that would be hard. That would be hard for anyone to make that decision. Like for Chad Daybell, it was the death penalty case, and he got the death penalty. I don't want anyone having to live with that anxiety and that knowledge that you were a part of executing someone. I think that needs to be looked at a little more closely for your and my benefit. Okay, that's just my 2 cents on executing. Yeah, so that's that. Take it or leave it. I don't know. You know, I make these videos, everyone unsubscribes. You know, and my husband's like, who cares? And I'm like, well, because, you know, I'm here to provide a service. I'm trying to provide you guys with some information to keep you safe and to people to start getting laws changed and stuff. But you know what? I am not going to shut my mouth. I'm not going to be politically correct. Deal with it. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. I don't care if I have 0 subscribers anymore. I just don't care. I don't care. I have to do me. And me doesn't tiptoe around criminals. My passion is here for a reason. And I'm not going to be pushed into a corner and shut the hell up. I'm not. And if I only have Chrissy here, or I have Debbie, or I have Shelly, or Donna, all of you wonderful ladies who have known me for a long time, if it's just the 10 or 12 of us here, I've done my job. I've done my part and have put myself into the world for good. If you don't find it good, go. Honestly, I don't care anymore. And the older I get, the less I care. I just don't care. I don't. So I'm going to be me. You can continue to say your shit down in the comments about me and tell me how wrong I am. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I know who I am. I know who I've channeled. I know the information that I've given so many people to help them. And yes, I'm writing a book about it. So that's that. That's all I have to say today. I got a headache. I don't know when I'll be back, honestly. I don't know when I'll be back. When I get a minute, when I can stomach discussing these crimes further. All right, that's all I have. I hope you're doing well. I really do. Even if you hate my channel and you hate me, I hope you're doing great. I hope you are fantastic today. I hope you have a productive and lovely day. I'm out.